Breaking news. Inside the bare-knuckle legal brawl between Blake Lively and Justin Baldoni U.S. District, Judge Louis J. Lyman had seen enough. After a continuous volley of highly charged accusations turned the legal battle between actors Blake Lively and Justin Baldoni into a public spectacle, Lyman admonished the attorneys for both sides. He pointedly reminded them to abide by the New York rule that bars lawyers from making public comments outside the court that could prejudice the proceedings. "You've got a lot in front of the court that gives the public plenty to feast upon," Lyman said at a hearing held in Federal District Court in Manhattan last Monday. "There will come a time, unless this case is settled, that a jury will speak." For many, the extraordinary Lively Baldoni saga has highlighted not only the dark arts of Hollywood publicity, but also the role of high-profile celebrity attorneys and the increasingly aggressive tactics they use to defend their clients. "It's unbelievable," said Neville Johnson, a veteran entertainment litigator. "It's just clear the pleadings in this case have been intended for an audience beyond the court, namely the public, and that's what sets it apart from a traditional libel case or others of that nature." Hollywood's publicity machine has always been cutthroat. In the early days of the studio system, moguls helped seed negative and flattering stories about celebrities, both creating scandals and suppressing them. The 1957 noir film Sweet Smell of Success features an unscrupulous press agent, said to be based on gossip columnist Walter Winchell, who took pleasure in destroying careers. The run-up to the Academy Awards is frequently mired in nasty campaigns aimed at toppling the chances of a front-running movie or actor still. Even by Hollywood standards, the Lively Baldoni dispute stands out. "Do I think that this case has broken the unwritten rule of peeling back the curtain on The Wizard of Oz? Yes," said veteran Hollywood publicist and former gossip columnist R. Courier, who got his start working for Andy Warhol. "I feel like I'm watching an episode of The Real Housewives." The legal drama erupted late last year when Lively accused Baldoni, her co-star and the director of the movie It Ends With Us, along with his team, of orchestrating a smear campaign against her after she reported on-set sexual harassment, according to a complaint filed with the California Civil Rights Department. First reported by the New York, the complaint, the precursor to her lawsuit, was replete with private messages between Baldoni and his publicists, allegedly strategizing her purported takedown, including the now infamous missive, "You know we can bury anyone." Baldoni later countersued for $400 million, claiming defamation and extortion in his lawsuit, which also accuses Lively and her husband, actor Ryan Reynolds, of a concerted campaign of extortion to extract concessions and creative control over the film. The competing narratives curdled into recriminations, denials, and multiple lawsuits and countersuits involving Reynolds, Baldoni's production company, journalists, and celebrity publicists. Lawyers for both sides have made provocative comments, divulged private communications, and made public a slew of documents while defending their clients. Baldoni's attorney, Brian Friedman, also has appeared in television interviews and on podcasts. Last weekend, Baldoni took the unusual step of launching a website with documents pertaining to the $400 million defamation and extortion lawsuit he filed against Lively, her publicist, and Reynolds. It included a 168-page compendium called A Timeline of Relevant Events, allegedly filled with text messages, emails, and other documents from between 2019 and 2025 intended to refute Lively's portrayal of Baldoni's alleged behavior. The document disclosure was a bold and aggressive tactic, said attorney Benjamin Chu, who helped defend Johnny Depp in his defamation case against his ex-wife Amber Heard. "I think it is very impressive," Chu said during an appearance on the podcast Law and Crime Sidebar with Jesse Weber. "Usually, you would not do something like that before a hearing. It's a novel approach." A bold approach a month earlier, Friedman and Baldoni's production company, Wayfarer Studios, provided behind-the-scenes footage from their film to the Daily Mail, according to the British tabloid. The 10-minute excerpt showed the leading actors slow dancing and making small talk while wearing microphones. Lively's representatives dismissed the move, saying it only corroborates her allegations and calling the video drop manufactured media stunts. Those claims were echoed in a recent court filing when Lively accused Baldoni and his legal team of engaging in a harassing and retaliatory media campaign and making inflammatory statements attacking her character. The actress' legal team said in a statement that Baldoni's suit was an effort to launch more attacks against Ms. Lively. They added, "A classic tactic to distract from allegations of this type of misconduct is to blame the victim by suggesting that they invited the conduct, brought it on themselves, misunderstood the intentions, or even lied." Friedman did not respond to requests for comment. During Monday's hearing, he accused Lively's attorney, Michael Gottlieb, of trying to impose a gag order preventing him from talking to the media. Baldoni, he said, was the one who had suffered harm to his reputation. "This has not been a one-way street," he said in court. "My client is devastated financially and emotionally." WME dropped Baldoni as a client soon after Lively filed her claims against him. It Ends With Us, adapted from romance novelist Colleen Hoover's popular book that explored themes of domestic abuse and violence, was a box office hit, grossing more than $350 million in ticket sales. Despite the film's success, tensions between the stars were apparent even before the movie's release. Stories of a rift surfaced during the New York premiere when Lively, Hoover, and much of the main cast did not take photos or appear to interact with Baldoni on the red carpet. Baldoni would later say he and his family were held in a basement during the premiere, according to the countersuit Baldoni, Wayfarer, and others filed against Lively, Reynolds, and her publicists. During the film's promotional campaign, the actress told moviegoers to grab your friends, wear your florals, and head out to see it, which was seen as at odds with the movie's sensitive subject matter. It was one of several apparent missteps prompting a backlash among fans. For his part, Baldoni, a self-identified feminist, focused on the film's themes.